And with so many people staying home during the pandemic, pet sales and adoptions are at an all-time high, and that has led to an increase in unscrupulous backyard breeders. As Christine Lazar shows us, unsuspecting owners are left with thousands in vet bills, even if their dogs don't survive.
You get so attached, you don't even realize it because you don't think you're going to lose them.
Within days of bringing home a miniature poodle mix named Pudding, 15-year-old Vivian Lee got devastating news from the vet.
Even if we put her in treatment, there was only a 1 in 1,000 chance of her surviving, so my mom put her down.
8-week-old Pudding had parvo. The Lees purchased Pudding and her litter mate Tofu from a woman on Facebook. They met her in a McDonald's parking lot.
I detested her for selling me a sick dog and knowing that she was sick.
It's a $6 to $8 vaccine would end all of this.
Animal advocate Liz Hewig runs OC Shelter Partners. She says Pudding could have been saved had she been vaccinated for parvo before being sold. Hewig says the pandemic-driven demand for dogs has brought about a sharp increase in backyard breeders.
In the last 2 weeks, we've seen 11 of these tiny little multi-poo-ish type puppies that have no business being away from their mothers yet, dying horrible deaths.
Shalia Shaw and her friend got their puppies on Facebook too. The two are traveling nurses and were in California working on COVID floors at local hospitals during our winter surge. By the time the women returned to their hotel, one of the puppies started showing signs of parvo, vomiting and diarrhea. They took both Space and Bailey to the vet. Both tested positive for the deadly virus.
We can't afford to keep them in at the vet, at the hospital. It was like $10,000.
The nurses got in touch with OC Shelter Partners, which rushed the dogs to the vet and paid the bill, totaling nearly $20,000. But it was too late.
It sounds like it was a terrible death, that these dogs were in a lot of pain.
They suffered.
We messaged the breeder who sold both Space and Bailey to the nurses, and she told us she still has puppies available for $900. She sent us this video of the litter. We asked if the puppies had their parvo shot, and she said yes. We asked if she's sold any with parvo, and she said no.
You should be able to go to the place that the animals are living. You should be able to see the mother. You should be able to see vaccination records for the mother and the puppies. Personally, if it was me, I would call the vet and make sure that the vet had seen those particular puppies and could speak highly of the person that's selling these puppies.
As for the Lees, after we visited them, their surviving puppy Tofu started getting sick. She tested positive for parvo too. The vet has given her a 50-50 chance of survival.
The more people that know about this, the more they'll avoid backyard breeders, and the more that they avoid them, the less income they'll get.
Technically, Facebook does not allow the sale of any animals on its platform, and Craigslist only allows pet adoptions with a rehoming fee. But critics say more needs to be done to keep people from selling animals on these platforms. Christine Lazar, CBS 2 News.